did you all unwind or de-stress after filming? Eto na.
Hindi, ano nga para naiiba nga, hindi ako malaiyak dito sa show. For once, hindi ako iyakin sa show na to. At sa pangalawang pagkakataon, ang love team namin ni Coco, 3 and 4. Pangalawang pagkakataon, kami ngayon yung love team. Medyo twinig nila, hinabaan yung aming pagsasama dito sa show na to. Kasi sa original, hindi masyadong nababanggit. Pero meron kaming parang nakaraan. Tapos hanggang naging, hindi naman kami nagkatuluyan, yung DJ, tatay ng anak ko. Pero nandun yung friendship, nandun yung magandang samahan namin. Kaya parang dun sa show, at saka mabanggit ko lang, PE niya ako ni Derek Bobot. Kasi nagsusulat niya ako ng script, nagtatanong siya sa akin, ano mga kukunan bukas? Patingin naman ng script mo, pwede mo mabasa. Gabi-gabi yun, tinatanong niya ako, lagi naman ako na nag-aaral ng script. Sabi ko, Derek, di ako kumanan sa akin, ganito. Pero pag yung the next day, nag-shoot na, yung mga hindi niya inaaral, yung mga sinushoot, di pa ako sa ano ba naman ito? Hindi ko na ito kaya, matanda na ako. Alam niyo, nagpapanik talaga kami. Kasi matatanda na nga kami, tapos pag hindi kami handa, kaya nga kami nagpe-prepare. Pero pag ginugulat kami, nandun yung tension, na-stress talaga kami. Pero yun na nga, binibigyan naman kami ng pagkakataon na mag-aral ulit o magkawisa ulit. Gagawa naman namin. Pero anyways, yung trabaho namin, masaya, madali, kasi yun nga yung sa akin, medyo comic relief Alam ko yung isang si Cowley, tapos dun sa ospital, mahal na kasi parang mahal na kasi, sa original, mahal ni Cowley, yung character ni Cowley, yung character ni Joshua. Pero may iba namang mahal si Joshua. Binibenta ko siya sa iba, parang nanay ako, pero binibenta ko yung anak ko. Yung ganun yung character niya. Nakakatuwa kasi parang ibang-iba na hindi ako pala iyak, masayahin na nanay, at saka mahal ko silang lahat. Alaga ko silang lahat, pinakakain ko sila sa bahay namin, pinagluluto ko sila ng gusto namin kainin. Tapos pag meron silang problema, ako yung nakakausap nila, ako yung nagbibigay ng advice sa kanila. Isa napapasama ka kasi mali pala yung advice.
So part of the comic relief din.
Ako. At saka, banggitin ko lang, natutuwa ako sa character talaga ni Cyril at saka ni Francis kasi bago sila sa paligid ko. Ngayon ko na sila nakatrabaho, bago rin yung ginawa nila, kaya nakakatuwa na maka-excel sila. Ang galing.
Si Cyril, kung may nakita ang pagkain sa bibig, hindi may papabili kaya masarap ka-excel na to. Maraming kinakain.
So may mukbang na nangyayari sa set. Grabe naman. Okay, before we go to the question, kay Francis, just to briefly and quickly know their roles, no? Let's go through them. Sige, let's go with Francis first. Can you tell us more about your character in the story, just quickly?
Yes. Bale, I'm adapting the character of Jason, which is so funny, honestly. Kasi diba, pangalan ng original is Jesu, parang gano'n. Tapos pangalan ko Jason, diba, that's witty. Okay, so paano kayo next? Then I heard the comments of Matt and Podcast, which I think was so sweet. Anyway, I'm portraying the role of Jason. I am that one friend who has found family.
Best friend.
Best friend.
Best friend.
Self-proclaimed #1 sa puso ng magkapatid. He has found family and warmth in the company of two brothers, in which he is not blood related. But he has found his home with these two, and I will see the journey of his growth along with them. By watching them, you will see my growth. Parang ganun.
Thank you, Jason.
Yes, Jason. Yes.
Sai.
Ako po dito si Made. Ako po yung art director po na original sa series po. So yun po, parang ako po yung laging kasama po nila po yung Joe and Dilate. More on sa executive side po kami sa mga professional na gawain po ni Miss Mia. So yung parang bago po firma din, nung nakapunta po siya sa iba pa pong life ni Miss Mia, hindi lang sa office. So po yung story. And yun po, siya rin yung nag-bring ng lightness, ng fun. Siya rin po yung parang, alam niyo po yung parang alalay siya na matabi yung dila. Parang gano'n po yung character niya.
Sa real life na?
Hindi po ako gano'n.
Okay.
Mabait
Sorry.
po ako. Opo, hindi po matabi ng dila. Yes.
Thank you, Matet. Direct.
Ang role ko rito ako yung Dr. Ano, parang yung head ng hospital. So, kung familiar kayo, yun po yung role ko, kaya medyo bulong dila ako dahil mga medical term yung mga sinasabi ko na hindi ko naiintindihan. So, sa awa naman ng Diyos, na-bigkas ko naman at naiintindihan ko din. So,
Direct, may naalala ba kayo sa mga linya na yun? Baka pwede may konting sample.
actually, wala. Kinalimutan ko na siya.
Thanks, Direct. So,
Yes, I am the manager, handler, road manager, publisher, friend, personal assistant, professional assistant, and good friend of actor, yes, Mia Hernandez.
I think to may bigote ka.
Yes, but it's actually part of the show kung bakit siya may bigote. So malalaman nila yun as the show goes on.
Okay. Ms. Rio.
Ako po si Nanay Lee, Nanay Liwanag. Ako ang nag-aalaga sa kanila. Ang bahay ko ang puntahan na lahat ng may pangangailangan. Emosyonal man o nagugutom man sila. Sa bahay ko sila pumupunta. At nangangalaga sa kanila.
Kabahan na si Kuya. Sa bahay niyo. Okay, thank you, Ms. Rio.
Ako, isa sa mga nurses sa OK Hospital. Kasama ko si Maricel Laksa, kasama rin si Alisa Mula, si Kauri sa nurses. Tapos bossing namin si Doc Ann.
Exactly. Of course, Kaloy, just briefly.
Yes, ako si Matmat, Matthew Gonzalez, high-functioning adult na nasa spectrum. Tatlo lang po ang importante kay Matmat, Dinosaurs, Pat, and Mia Hernandez.
There you go. Pat.
Ako po si Patrick Pat Gonzalez. Kapatid po dito ni Matmat Gonzalez. At isa ko dito nursing. Ako po nag-aalaga kay Matmat. So mula bata pa kami, kasi lumaki na kami. Katulong si Jason. And crush ko si Mia dati ng bata.
Si Mia lang ba? Kasi iba yung tingin mo kay saan yun?
Hindi.
Sa clip?
Sa kwento.
Sa kwento na. Okay. Alright. Nakita lang namin. Okay. Mia, of course.
Ako si Mia Hernandez. She is a children's book author who has an antisocial personality disorder, which means she lacks empathy, she's manipulative, she's obsessed with knives, sharp things, and eventually becomes obsessed with Patrick.
Diba? Guwapo.
So you'll be able to see her journey here because all this is rooted from a childhood trauma.
I guess lahat ng mga kapamilya natin na natuto, Healing begins this July na po. Everyone is so excited. Francis, let's go back to you. Kapag may nanood or kapag may nanonood ng It's Okay to Not Be Okay ngayon for the first time, ano gusto mong maramdaman nila sa performance mo? Jisoo?
Ganun talaga. Sa mga hindi pa nakanood, di ba yun? Ako hindi ko rin alam. Kasi all I can honestly say is from a perspective ng napanood kasi yun lang din alam ko eh. I've watched this show along with a lot of people in this room, I'm sure. It's a very well-known show. So, may pressure. May sakit sa puso, may anxiety. But I think, I hope makaramdam sila ng comfort at makaramdam sila ng reassurance. Because as the show says, it's okay to not be okay. And you will see that picture through the different aspects and parang portrayal ng mga character. From Jason's perspective, Jason has a strong need to please. Kasi nga, nilack siya of being valid his entire life. Kinayod niya yung sarili niya at yung dalawa niyang mga kapatid na mag-isa. But eventually, he became okay. Pero andun yung sa akin, which is why Jason becomes an interesting character because he has such a strong need to please. In this aspect, to please Nanili, to please Matmat, please especially Matmat, and to please Kauri's character. So I hope sa mga taong makakanood can relate, at least through me lang, that sometimes hindi mo kailangan mag-please. Sometimes you can just be yourself, hurt, broken, kabado, anxious, That's okay. Do it afraid. Ika nga. It's also parang medyo yung mantra ni Jason coming in. Internal mantra lang. It's not something that, okay. He did it afraid, he did it scared, he did it na nagkakamali. Sometimes very clumsy. Tama ba? Clumsy. So clumsy. But it's
Our last 3 questions. For Direct May, Ana Mallorca asks, and she's from Inquirer.net, the original version had such a solid concept and story. Na-pressure po ba kayo direct in making sure that the story will be faithfully done? At the same time, what makes the PH adaptation faithfully Filipino?
The pressure, yes, of course. I mean, I almost didn't accept it because of the pressure. Kasi parang you'll always be compared. You will always be compared to the original. And parang ako, I'm a fan of K-dramas too. So parang meron mga shows na parang, ay, hindi naman kailangan na gawa ng adaptation. I also feel that way too. But I took on the challenge. To make this worthy of an adaptation. And yun siguro yung doon, yung naging motivation. How to make it Filipino. Like what I said earlier, I think I mentioned that already. Parang it's how to localize it, how to adapt to the culture ng Filipinos, yung pag-accept sa theme, and the nitty-gritty details of making it Filipino and palatable dun sa ating audience.
Direct. And Philstar Life asks, mental health is a central theme in the series. How did working on this project affect or shift your views or understanding of mental wellness?
I think the sensitivity of it, that being there for someone who has a mental health condition or issue, it should not be a burden. It's a sign of love. You can't force them to fix themselves, but rather you have to be there for them and support them through their journey of healing.
That was beautiful. Thank you. Okay, last question for Ms. Des. Boss, ano po yung masasabi nyo na proudest ka na na-achieve ng Philippine adaptation at ano yung masasabi mong mas nahimay, na-emphasize na mensahe o mga nabali sa original na mas mabibigay ng bagong panlasa sa adaptation natin?
Number 1 is the amplified healing, which is very Filipino. Number 2, our own taste of humor. Diba? Director tayo ng sarili natin taste of humor. And lastly, the Filipino love and warmth. Yun yung distinct dito sa sariling nating version ng It's Okay to Not Be Okay. And I would like to thank Studio Dragon and CG Entertainment for the opportunity to retell and reimagine this very timely subject matter of It's Okay to Not Be Okay, love, healing, and mental health, overcoming mental health issues. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Des. Since we're in the thank yous part already, giving thanks to a lot of people, Sir Henry, you want to say your thank you?
Well, maraming salamat po sa lahat sa inyo at inaasahan po namin ang support